Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing with a blockbuster potential trade that could send shockwaves through the league, especially in the NFC East. According to multiple sources, the Dallas Cowboys are eyeing a major move, and the player at the center of this storm is none other than T.J. Watt, the unstoppable edge rusher from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, I know that may sound like a Hollywood script, but the whispers are growing louder and louder, and it's worth taking a deep dive into what this could mean for Dallas and the league overall. First, let's set the stage. T.J. Watt, at 31 years old, has been a force of nature on the field since he entered the league. His 2025 season was a testament to his dominance with 5 sacks, 68 pressures, and an elite PFF pass rush grade of 89.8. The guy is a relentless pass rusher, with a pressure rate hovering around 25%, and he's known for his ability to get to the quarterback at will. He's not just a sack artist. Watt's impact goes beyond the box score. His 25 tackles for loss, forced fumbles, and ability to set the tone for the Steelers' defense make him one of the most valuable players in the league. But here's where it gets interesting: Watt's contract situation. His cap hit for 2025 is around $27. $1 million, which is a hefty number, but the Steelers are reportedly willing to part ways with him in a rebuild. Pittsburgh finished 7-10 in 2025, and their defense was giving up an average of 27 points per game, which is far from what they expect from a team with Watt leading the charge. The Steelers are in a bit of a rebuild mode, especially after struggling to stay competitive last season, and they're trying to free up cap space, about $22 million, by trading Watt. They're also looking to invest in younger players and extend their core, like Justin Fields, and focus on building through the draft. From the Cowboys' perspective, this is a golden opportunity. Dallas has been looking for an elite pass rusher to complement Micah Parsons, who has been fantastic but could use some help to take the pressure off. Parsons has already racked up 10 sacks this season, but the defense has been leaking points, especially after losing Trevon Diggs to injury. The secondary has struggled, and the overall defense has been inconsistent. Adding Watt could be a game changer, especially since he's a player of his caliber, an absolute disruptor who can change the course of games. Now, the numbers tell the story of Watt's potential impact on Dallas. Projections suggest he could register around 14 sacks in the upcoming season, with a pressure rate of over 24%. That's a significant boost. Imagine him lining up on the same front as Parsons, creating chaos for offensive lines and forcing quarterbacks into bad decisions. His presence would elevate the entire pass rush, helping Dallas turn their defense into a nightmare for opponents. His ability to generate big plays, forced fumbles, strip sacks, would give the Cowboys more turnovers and short fields, fueling their offense and boosting their chances of postseason success. But it's not just about individual stats. Watt's presence would transform Dallas's defensive identity. Since losing Diggs, the Cowboys have been vulnerable in the secondary, but with Watt applying pressure and Parsons unleashing his edge rushes, the defense could become a formidable unit, capable of shutting down even the most potent offenses. The team's overall defensive PFF grade has been climbing from around 83, 8 earlier in the season to a projected 93, 2 with Watt in the lineup, which is a huge leap. This kind of upgrade could be the difference between a deep playoff run and an early exit. The trade itself, if it happens, would likely involve a significant package of draft picks. The Steelers are looking for future assets to speed up their rebuild, and Dallas has the capital to make it happen. A first-round pick in 2026, along with a third-rounder in 2027, could be enough to pry Watt away from Pittsburgh. The Cowboys, with a cap space of about $45 million for 2026, are in a strong position to absorb his contract and still have room to add more pieces, especially in the secondary. This move would also have a ripple effect across the league. If Dallas manages to land Watt, it would send a clear message that they're serious about contending again. It could energize the entire team, ignite the fan base, and even shake up the NFC playoff picture. The Cowboys are already considered one of the top contenders, but with Watt, they could be seen as a true Super Bowl favorite. Vegas odds have already been moving, with some betting lines showing Dallas at +6-0 to win the Super Bowl earlier in the season. But now that number could shrink significantly if Watt joins. In fact, some projections suggest that with Watt, Dallas's chances could improve by as much as 24%, especially if they can fix some of their lingering issues on defense. And I have to mention the potential playoff impact. Watt has a reputation as a postseason performer, with 11 sacks in his playoff career. His ability to elevate his game in big moments could be the missing piece Dallas needs to finally get over the hump. Pair him with Parsons and a solid secondary, and suddenly, the Cowboys' defense becomes one of the league's most feared. It's a blueprint that worked beautifully for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2020, with their ferocious pass rush helping them secure the Lombardi Trophy. The idea is that Watt could be the catalyst for a similar run, especially with the team's current cap flexibility and the potential to add more pieces after the trade. Looking ahead, the timing of this move couldn't be better. The NFL trade deadline is set for November 4th, and the buzz is growing louder by the day. If Dallas pulls the trigger, it could be announced in the coming weeks, giving the team a new identity for the stretch run. Fans are already dreaming of a defense that can dominate opponents, with Watt leading the charge. The combination of Parsons and Watt would be a nightmare for offenses, and the impact on the Cowboys' Super Bowl hopes could be enormous. Of course, skepticism remains among some Steelers fans and analysts who point out Watt's age, 31 years old, and the fact that he's coming off a solid but slightly declining season. Pittsburgh's management is known for their cautious approach, especially when it comes to trading away star players. But the value of Watt's talent, his proven production, and his ability to change games make him one of those rare guys who can be worth a big trade. Plus, the Steelers' focus on youth and draft assets means they're more than willing to move him if the right offer comes along. In the end, this potential trade isn't just about acquiring a superstar. It's about reshaping the future for the Cowboys. With Watt, Dallas could finally build that dominant defensive front they've been chasing for years. It's about setting the tone for a new era of Cowboys football, one where the defense is feared and the team is primed for another Super Bowl run. The fans, the organization, and the players themselves are all watching closely, knowing that the next few weeks could define the franchise's trajectory for years to come. So stay tuned, Cowboys Nation. The excitement is real, and the possibility of Watt donning the star is something that could turn this season into a legendary chapter. Imagine the roar of AT&T Stadium if this move happens. Fans cheering, players rallying, and a team that's more motivated than ever. This is the kind of move that could put Dallas back on top, and honestly, all eyes are on the NFL trade deadline. Will the stars align for Watt to become a Cowboy? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, this story isn't over yet. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. As we look ahead, the implications of this potential trade go beyond just adding a player. It's about making a statement. The Cowboys are not content with just being good. They want to be great again. They're willing to make bold moves, spend some cap space, and shake up the league's power structure. Watt's addition could be the spark that ignites a dominant defense and propels Dallas deep into the playoffs, maybe even to the Super Bowl. The NFC is tough, no doubt, but with Watt, the Cowboys could have the edge they've been missing for years. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and the potential Watt trade could be the move that defines it. Let's keep the passion alive, stay loud, and believe in the star. After all, Cowboys Nation, the best is yet to come.